What's going on, everyone? What is your intent behind what you do? Have you ever really thought about it? What is your intent behind your actions? What is your intent behind the words that you put out? What is your intent behind the actions that you take, the steps that you take, the things that you do, the things you look at, the things you put time and energy into? What is your intent behind them? And if you haven't really ever thought about it, you should start thinking about it, because it's important. If you're going to do something amazing, if you're really going to change the world, if you're really going to grow into what you want, if you really want to be successful, if you really want to be somebody of value, you have to be intentional with everything that you do. Intentional with the videos you make, intentional with the conversations that you have, intentional with the actions that you take, intentional with when you get up, what do you do, intentional with everything. Intent behind it. Think of the intent. And if you start thinking about, I want to add value, I want to be valuable, I want to be successful, I want to be a game changer, then everything that you do, make sure you're doing it with a value intention. That you're trying to add something to you, to the people that you talk to, the people you're around, or for future generations. Think about what your intention is. And when you can start putting other people in those intentions on a daily basis, you start to see that it becomes, it seems to open the doors, it seems to bring opportunities, it seems to build connections with people that you didn't think that you could, or that you didn't think you ever would, because people start to feel in their inner core, they start to feel that you are somebody who's really trying to be a valuable person. You are somebody who's really trying to do something good, and that your intent is to actually help. Your intent is to actually build. Your intent is to actually do something that most people don't think of on a daily basis. And so they feel it, and so they're willing to connect with you. They feel it, so they're willing to open up with you. They feel it, and so they're willing to trust you. But you have to be intentional with what you do. And you have to really think, why is it that I do what I do? What is the real reason? Why is it that you do what you do? If you haven't thought of it, then start thinking about, why do I do what I do? And what do I want to do with what my life is? And what do I want to do to make a legacy? And what do I want to leave behind? Start thinking about it, and start being intentional then with every decision that you make. And if it's not going to add value to you, or if it's not going to add value to the people around you, or it's not going to add value to legacy, maybe you put it to the side. Maybe don't do it. Maybe don't watch that whole Netflix series. Maybe don't eat all that ice cream. Maybe don't go over to that person's house. Maybe don't make that phone call to that person that you know you shouldn't be calling. Maybe don't do it. Think about what your intent is, and think about what you're going to leave, and think about who you're adding value to, and see if your mind doesn't start changing, and if you don't start seeing the opportunities and the connections come out of nowhere. And then you can start really, really being somebody of value, and somebody that's changing the world. Love y'all.